Well, wrestling fans, here we are once again coming to you from the historical South Broadway Athletic Club. And what a night we have in store for you here. We've got a lot to talk about throughout the whole month of September. Tim Miller, it's a pleasure to be back here at ringside with you and company. And Max Archer going against the newly named Jaysin Cross, formerly Jaysin Static.
Two of the big-name players in the junior heavyweight division here in the MMWA and the SICW, talking about Max Archer and the man formerly known as Jaysin Static. Should be an outstanding contest to kick off the episode.
Well, Tim, as I said, we've got a whole month of exciting going on in the MMWA and the SICW. Back next week over in East Carondelet, Illinois with a triple main event. And then on September the 25th, 2 shows in one afternoon. First at Hillsdale, Missouri at 1 o'clock, and then over at Fairmont City, Illinois that evening.
Well, we kicked it off last December. Wrestling Legends on tour. We promised all the stars, we delivered. Then we said MMWA and SICW on tour. Throughout the month of September, 4 big shows all over the place. 2 in one day, you're right, on the 25th. And don't forget, fans, that pro wrestling returns right back here to the hotbed of wrestling in the St. Louis area, the South Broadway Athletic Club, on Saturday night, October the 9th. What about it, boss man Tony Costa?
Yeah, we're back here October the 9th, and you know, we're getting close to that December show where the big man with the red suit will be here for all the kids. But before that, we got Halloween coming up. So all you folks out there that want to dress up in your Halloween costume and come to the matches October the 9th, we have our friend Nick, who sells all the wrestling gear and all the shirts and hats and masks and all kinds of stuff, pictures. He's got a $100 grab bag that he's going to put together for the first place contestant. Second place will win a grab bag of $25, at least $25 worth of stuff.
Well, you know, and Nick always comes through. He's a fan of pro wrestling, has been for many, many years. And you've just heard Tony Costa say, mark that date on your calendar, Saturday, October the 9th. And he's right, the big show in December is coming around the corner, but first we're going to get through Halloween, and you can take a chance of winning that $100 grab bag. You'll have to be dressed in your favorite costume, and I'm sure there will be judges that will decide who will get those gifts.
Well, we'll probably walk around the room and pick out 3 or 4 judges that'll be impartial. We don't want to judge them ourselves, so we'll get some of the fans that's here to come up front, and we'll have the contestants walk around the ring, and they'll pick out maybe 6 or 8 of them, and then we'll break it down to the final 2.
Well, and you know, Tony, you heard Tim Miller say that back in last December, we promised bigger and better things for the MMWA and the SICW, and I think we've delivered it for the first 9 months of 2010. And I know there's fans at home are sitting there wondering, you know, what more can these guys do? We promised them the Legends on tours. We promised them we're going on tour. What else is in store for the rest of 2010 and going into 2011?
Well, you know, we have to keep some stuff in the bag. We want to have surprises. But listen to your local cable station and some of the posters you're going to see around town. We got other people coming in to sign autographs, take pictures with you. And it'll be some big stars that you've seen before and heard about. So we always got something happening.
Always. He's always got a rabbit he pulls out of that hat, don't he, Tim Miller?
You know, couldn't have said it better myself, and I do believe that's channel 981. Am I correct, Tony?
981. We've been moved to 981. We are trying to get back on 22. So some of you fans out there that don't have a station that goes to that high and somebody tells you about it, call the station or send them a letter and tell them we want to be back on channel 22.
Oh, yeah, we were there for all those years, and like I said, it'll take you fans to call your local cable channel and tell them that. But in the ring, in the meantime, you're watching Jaysin Cross take it to Max Archer here in this match. 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. And Tim Miller, you know, last month over in East Carondelet, Illinois, what a Donnybrook. Came down to Ron Powers and the big Texan. The hole got knocked in the wall, and we're going to be coming back over there next week with a triple main event, also a rematch between those 2 guys. But then we've got the champion, David Vaughn, going against the ever so popular and capable Danny Boy, who we've watched for many, many years. Gary Jackson was upset over that. I'm sure we'll hear a lot more from Gary. But then we got the triple third main event is going to be the Future against Chris Hargis.
So much to talk about. What can you say? 3 big main events there in East Carondelet. You know, the man there on the website, the newest member of the broadcast team, Ben Simon. Ben's been keeping up with this entire explosive situation. Ben, the whole Ron Powers situation there. Gary Jackson, he's upset. Danny Boy getting the title shot with Dave Vaughn. So much happening here in the MMWA-SICW, and you're on board for all of it.
Oh, I can't wait for Danny Boy versus Dave Vaughn. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. As for Gary Jackson, yeah, don't I know he's angry. My first night last month, he kind of gave me a hard time. I forgot to call him gorgeous. Well, you know, sorry.
Well, that won't be the first time somebody forgot to do that, and I'm sure we'll hear a lot more from Gary Jackson as the night goes on.
5 minutes down, 5 minutes have passed.
Max Archer getting a 2 count on Jaysin Cross here in this match. Referee Bobby Patton doing the officiating here. As Tim Miller said, fans, if you're sitting at home, sitting in that nice easy chair or on that love seat, whatever, watching the MMWA and the SICW, that's fine and dandy. But anywhere you see the marquee, you need to come out and be a part of it, because there's nothing like being in the auditorium or the gymnasium or wherever the MMWA and the SICW is at. Is that right, Tim Miller?
No doubt about it, and you never know who's going to show up at our shows. We've had Rocky Johnson, Baron Von Roschke, of course the legendary Larry Matisic. You know, I'm pretty choked up here. Our good friend, Mickey Garagiola, he won't be with us any longer. We lost a member of the family, but it's good that Ben's sitting here with us. You know, you lose one, and now we've gained one, Herb, so I guess the universe is balancing itself out.
Well, and as Tony Costi knows, Mickey Garagiola has been a friend of wrestling for many, many years. When he started back in about 1969, he was here at South Broadway numerous times with us, and we're really going to miss Mickey. His son John will still be a fixture around here. He couldn't be here tonight, but I kind of promised him that we'd be getting him back and forth down here because he truly enjoys the South Broadway shows.
Yeah, there's nobody like Mickey. You know, when you get him by yourself, he's got all kind of stories to tell you, jokes to tell you, history to tell you. And he's told a lot of the fans some of them stories and some of the history. But, you know, he'd come down here anytime we ask him. Sometime he'd call us and say, I'd like to come down. So he's going to really be missed here.
Yes, he will. But like you said, Tim, Ben is here with us. He's going to be helping us. The MMWA, the SICW just keeps growing and growing. And this is the action, folks. You think it's good sitting at home on the local television watching it. You need to be here in person, and you get a chance to do that back here on Saturday night, October the 9th. You heard us talking about it a few minutes ago. Halloween contest will be here. The winner will get a $100 grab bag full of prizes and gifts from Nick Rednire, the owner of the pro wrestling material. And there will be a second place worth about $25 worth of grab bag. And he has got every type of wrestling memorabilia you can think of.
Every t-shirt you could possibly want. You want action figures, Nick's got it. You want posters, he's got it. Anything you can imagine. Of course, if you want the greatest in wrestling action, it's right here at South Broadway, and it goes hand in hand. Saturday night, October the 9th, wrestling, the big Halloween dress-up costume contest. I might show up dressed as Herb Simmons.
You'll probably win. I'm telling you. And, Tim, we got to talk about September the 25th. Just 2 weeks away. 2 big shows in one day. And I think 2 real big important things. The first show in Hillsdale, Missouri, an outside show. The local police department, Hillsdale, Missouri, is putting it on, kind of a tribute to the kids going back to school. It'll be right there on Jesse Jackson Boulevard. Oh, we got a 3 count. Jaysin Cross, we'll get right back with you with that information. But let's get the ring announcement.
Jaysin Cross.